It was really a privilege and an honor to be selected as a host city for the Amgen Tour California, really because it puts us on a map on a national and actually international level. We're home to Levi Leipheimer and a number of former professional and current professional cyclists within Sonoma County and specifically here in Santa Rosa. It used to be that it was Santa Rosa about an hour north of San Francisco, and now we are Santa Rosa, famous cycling spot. The Amgen Tour California being in Santa Rosa could not happen without the full support of the City Council and the City Manager.
Another great day for the city of Santa Rosa.
I know. In order to produce this event, again, we have what's called a local organizing committee, and I'm fortunate to be one of the co-chairs of the committee along with Mo McElroy, who's with the CVB, the Convention Visitors Bureau, and we sort of split overseeing in detail the various aspects of the rest of the committee.
I was the co-chair of the technical committee on the local organizing committee.
Our job was basically to secure the race course, build the race course.
In order to get prepared for the Monday go date for the Amgen Tour California, we actually start on Thursday with a number of volunteers putting out no parking signs in both Courthouse Square and Railroad Square. Then on Friday, Public Works is getting all of their signage ready for the detours, for the road closures.
One of the things that we had to do was indicate how to get onto 101. Especially for the mall.
Sunday at 10 p.m. is when the first road closures happen, and that's really just in the festival area of Courthouse Square. And first Public Works comes in, closes it down.
They're just really good at doing what they do. And they know they work in the streets for their living, and they close streets, they close lanes, they do detours. That's what they do.
The advance crew for the tour organizers come in to set up the tents and the festival stages, and then on Monday we start phasing in more of the road closures as the setup starts expanding as we get closer to the fact that the riders are going to be coming in. This morning, but that's okay. I got down to look at the setup about 6 o'clock and prepare for a meeting that we had called of our local organizing committee for 7 o'clock to just check in with each other, make sure that we're prepared. And we also pass out radios and just give the last cheer for ourselves because this is it. We have no other opportunity but to just go out and do it.
Everybody's all set. We got our dream day, huh?
There's sometimes last minute details like, somebody didn't get their insurance certificate.
I know it's going to be okay.
Yeah, I know. We need super glue stat. And so I have to do those kind of scrambles.
The Medal Sports people built the finish line and they did all that stuff, so we weren't involved with that.
We were responsible for closing off roads, detouring traffic.
Make sure that people are coming in know where the parking's at.
I'm here hours early, just so I could get a prime position.
We were a little bit short on the pedestrian barricades.
Luckily our tech chair people were on that.
So we were ripping every other one out and moving them down the road there at the last minute.
It came together and we were ready when the racers came into town.
There are 35 people within 19 seconds of Levi Leipheimer's race lead, which is a single second over Jason Donald, the young rider for Slipstream Chipotle.
The race starts in Sausalito at 11 o'clock.
They went over Mount Tamalpais to Highway 1, and then they stayed on Highway 1 all the way up through Bodega Bay, and then turned over Coleman Valley. Came over Coleman Valley into the town of Occidental, and then they stayed on Occidental Road all the way into Santa Rosa, and then they came in on 3rd Street.
Ladies and gentlemen, the entire peloton of the Amgen Tour of California.
We are very fortunate that cycling is, on a whole, a very gentlemanly sport. And this leads to a very courteous event, despite the fact that we have thousands of people in our downtown area. Basically, the crowds themselves are just so well behaved. The only thing that did happen on the day of the event was when the racers were into the course and there was a large accident.
There is a crash, a major crash right in the middle of the peloton, and this is going to be absolutely insane right now. As Jeff, it looks like half the group just went down.
Part of what we are responsible for as a city is making sure that we have ambulance service not just for our public, but also for these rare cases of emergencies during the course. And luckily, nobody was hurt.
I want to thank Amgen for sponsoring this event and for their very serious and dedicated work to cancer research, which has made such a difference in the lives of so many thousands of people.
Santa Rosa, we bring on the current leader of the Amgen Tour of California, Levi Leipheimer.
And we also were the only city to have the expanded role of a day 2 of the start. So we had the stage 2 start happen in Railroad Square. The Railroad Square Association did a fabulous job of just putting together an entire program. It's a lovely way to send off the tour. We had the Miss Sonoma County sprinkling rose petals as almost sort of a blessing to the riders. And then we had our contest winner for the Star Spangled Banner get up there and sing, and it was beautiful. I mean, the riders even said, you know, this is really, really lovely. And it's a ceremony to send them off, but what it becomes to us in the city, it becomes sort of a thank you and a goodbye to the tour itself as it goes on to its next stage. It's just such a feel-good event. I think people just really feel unified and proud of their city. There aren't that many large-scale stage cycling events that happen in America, and for this to come to Santa Rosa is such a privilege. And I think that people really understand that.